Deep in the mist-shrouded mountains of southern China, where the peaks clawed at the sky like the fingers of the dead, the villagers of Xiang Valley whispered of the Jin, pale, gaunt creatures with elongated limbs and hollow eyes that glowed like dying embers. They came with the fog, silent as shadows, stealing ships from the river traders and goats from the shepherds, leaving behind only the stench of damp earth and rotting flesh. No one dared confront them until warrior Liang rode into the valley. Liang was a hardened fighter, his armor scarred from 100 battles, his sword, Mooncutter, said to have been forged in the blood of demons. When he heard of the Jin's atrocities, he mounted his black stallion, Shan Feng, and rode into the high passes where the creatures dwelled. The night of the stolen ships, the Jin moved like wraiths, their skeletal fingers dragging wooden river vessels into the mist, as if the mountains themselves swallowed them whole. Liang tracked them to a hidden gorge where the Jin had piled the stolen ships like grotesque trophies. Their laughter was the sound of wind through dead trees. Liang spurred Shanfeng forward, his blade flashing. The Jin shrieked, their bodies splitting open like rotten fruit. But they did not bleed. Only a black, tar-like ooze seeped from their wounds. One lunged at him, its mouth stretching impossibly wide, but Liang cleaved its skull in two. The creature collapsed, writhing, before dissolving into mist. The Goat Eater's Feast. Higher in the mountains, Liang found the remains of the stolen goats, their bones picked clean, arranged in strange patterns beneath the moonlight. The Jin crouched over a fresh kill, their needle-like teeth sinking into still warm flesh. Liang charged, Shanfeng's hooves crushing again beneath them. Mooncutter sang as it severed limbs and heads, but the Jin were endless. They crawled from crevices, from the trees, from the very rocks. Liang fought until his arms burned, until the ground was slick with black ichor. The Jin King's Curse. At the peak of the Black Peaks, the Jin King awaited, a towering figure with antlers of bone and a cloak of human skin. It spoke in a voice like grinding stones. You cannot kill what was never alive. Liang spat blood and raised his sword. Then I'll send you back to the hell that birthed you. The battle was fierce. The Jin King moved with unnatural speed, its claws raking Liang's armor. But Liang was no ordinary warrior. With a final desperate strike, he plunged Mooncutter into the Jin King's chest. The creature howled, its body unraveling like smoke into the night. The valley's silence. When dawn came, the mist lifted. The stolen ships were found intact by the river. The goats returned unharmed. The Jin were gone. But the villagers swore that on moonless nights, if you listened closely, you could still hear their whispers in the wind. And high in the mountains, where the rocks were stained black, warrior Liang's sword remained lodged in the stone, a warning to any Jin that dared return.